Now, if only we can also get a definitive answer in relation to the Red Skull's whereabouts. Now, we can all agree in that Avengers Endgame did tie up mostly all of the loose ends, but even with that being said, the movie itself did raise a couple of questions. Questions in which we were hoping to get answers for down the road. The biggest one of them all is in relation to Gamora's fate post-Endgame, since she was technically still a member of Thanos' empire, and even after Tony's snap, Gamora was nowhere to be seen. She wasn't spotted in Tony's funeral, she wasn't seen with the Guardians, and even Star-Lord couldn't even track her down after the events of Endgame. Which did raise the question on whether or not Gamora was erased from Tony's snap, or if she just wandered off elsewhere in the galaxy. But during this year's San Diego Comic-Con, we do have a seemingly definitive answer in relation to Gamora's fate post-Endgame, as both Endgame writers Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely have went on record into saying that Gamora did in fact survive Tony's snap in Endgame, and that her whereabouts after those events have been purposely left ambiguous, so that James Gunn can figure this all out in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now this to me makes sense, and I do see why Gamora from that timeline wouldn't hang around with the Guardians after the final battle, because let's not forget that this isn't the same Gamora that we knew. Plus she has next to no idea on who any of the Guardians are. And now that this past Gamora is stranded in a galaxy from the future, she is obviously going to be out of her element. And as to why Star-Lord couldn't track down Gamora in the ship near the end of Endgame, could be as simple as the fact that this is once again not the Gamora from his timeline, and that the Gamora from his timeline did die in the events of Infinity War. And with that taken into account, it would mean that he wouldn't be able to track down this old Gamora, who for all intents and purposes is from a completely different universe. But either way, it is pretty cool that the writers for Endgame did confirm Gamora's fate for us. And even though the Russo brothers and Kevin Feige have been very hush-hush and have been playing coy in relation to Gamora, it is pretty clear to me at least in that there is going to be something huge for this character in the near future. And honestly, I cannot see them going back on their word and say that Gamora has been killed off in Endgame, because if that were to be the case, then it would be a massive cop-out. But how do you feel about the writers finally addressing Gamora's fate post-Endgame, and are you excited to see this character again when she inevitably returns in the MCU down the road? Comment below and share some thoughts, and as always, thank you guys for watching this video, please like and subscribe, take care and have a good one.